Hello, and welcome back to another Lighthouse International module. Today we're looking Chapter 9, E-commerce and safely navigating online marketplaces. This one here is the focus more about how you can safely buy things online and what to look out for in terms of companies and buying things online, how to keep yourself safe and your credit card information safe as well. So what is e-commerce? So it's a method of buying and selling goods and services online. There are many channels and websites. It can be established website like Amazon, or it could be a small business website that has started up and is using an online website to help sell their products. A couple of ones we know are common are buy, swap, and sells. You see this on Facebook. It also could be Gumtree and other places like that. We also have Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree itself. We have eBay and Wish.com, Amazon, and many other stores. And we've listed a few here, such as AliExpress, Flipkart, and a few other ones. There are many ways you can buy online. So some are more trustworthy than others, and you know these for experiences, but also feedback and everything else. So we're going to go through 4 examples, talking about the pros and cons, as well as the risk of buying from them. So what you should look out for and the best way to avoid issues of online shopping. First one we talked about is the buy, swap, and sell on Facebook. So the pros of this is that it's good to buy items that you may need that are secondhand. It can be useful if you're trying to sell something and allows easy navigation to try and find what you want. So generally, most people use it to try and get rid of stuff, but also find secondhand items for a decent price. And you can usually negotiate for this. However, the cons are you're more prone to being tricked as well. So scammers love to use these pages. Thieves will use it as well. People sometimes try to rip you off. People may not want to buy or may sell to another. There's always these things that are unpredictable, but scammers on here are very common, and people do lose money and report people onto the pages for scamming as well. More like an awareness thing, say, hey, look out for this person. But it does happen quite a bit. So, as we said here, it's a difficult one because these ones are usually run by people on pages on Facebook, which have the name of your local area. It's not really run by Facebook itself. It's more of a group. So the example here we have is the Townsville Buy Swap and Sell. We also have Townsville One Buy Swap and Sell. There's a few different pages that have this buy, swap, and sell aspect. So it's a good way for people to sell stuff, but it comes with a lot of risks. It's not really protected by anything. So you're really protecting yourself and putting yourself into the danger here. You must make sure that you're not being scammed. So you never should pay money or deposit money into someone's account before even looking at the item or meeting the person or seeing the item itself. Don't even give them your details. If someone's trying to find out where you live or find out information about you and not really interested in the product, that's where it becomes an issue as well. So how do you avoid issues on buy, swap, or sell? Obviously, the one we talked about is the Pay ID scam. They'll send you a Pay ID email or get you to sign up to Pay ID, and usually it's a fake thing, and they're trying to get you information from your bank details. So we've got examples here of someone on the marketplace looking to get Pay ID to pay through that. We don't really want to allow that, and also the fake email that comes along with it that gets sent to the person when they give them the email address because they don't have Pay ID. We also have here checking out the account. So the best way to avoid scammers is to check the profile. Obviously, having a look at certain things such as the name, when the pictures actually started coming up for a start, how many photos they have, how many friends. You can usually tell by these aspects here. They've only just created the account. It's fresh, so only had an hour of, an hour or two or a day of photos being put up. You can usually tell it's pretty dodgy. So minimal photos, minimal friends, and it isn't really a complete profile. But if we go to someone who is legitimate buy, swap, and sell, we can see they've got quite a few pictures here. Items they have sold in the past, items that have been sold, they haven't been flagged. Quite a few photos, quite a bit of activity happening in their Facebook. So we need to just look out for that sort of stuff. It became such an issue that even New South Wales Police had put up their own how to buy, swap, and sell smart information. So there's always those tips there as well provided. All right, now we'll be looking at Gumtree. So Gumtree is very similar to Facebook Marketplace and everything else. So with both of these, Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, you need to create your own accounts, which requires more information. There are safety measures in place, generally moderated better, and less risk of scams and thieves, but they are still there. However, the cons are that scams and thieves are determined, so they still go through the effort for these pages, and the product may not be to your liking, and disputes harder on sites like this as well. So there's not really more information to talk about, but it's still a bit safer. It's still prone to scams and thieves, and this is a lot less of them on there compared to buy, swap, and sell. So it is a bit safer. So how do you avoid issues on Gumtree and Facebook Marketplace? Well, always make sure that you see the product in person. If you're unable to, have someone you trust go look at the item for you if they live close by. In cases like vehicles, hire a mechanic who lives in the area to go check, take steps to be safe. Otherwise, make the trip yourself to see if it suits what you need and is up to your expectation. Make sure you always do pay in person or in cash. If there's anything you want to transfer, they want you to transfer money into their account, make sure you do it on the spot with them. Don't do it beforehand. And if it feels dodgy, don't continue, because your safety does come first. So now we're going to talk about eBay and Wish. So it can be good if you're wanting to sell items, can offer protection against fake and broken products on eBay. It's good to shop and buy from small businesses. But you can be sent a fake and broken item. You can also be scammed. Some items are clearly fake given the price. If you look at Wish, not guaranteed to get a refund, and prone to a lot of fake reviews to make the product look good. So we do have an example here of a drone, 8K, looking pretty fancy, pretty expensive for $52.50. Definitely not a product that would go for that price, and the quality you'd probably get from buying it would definitely not be high quality. So first is check the product being sold. If it seems too fishy or too good to be true, then it's probably fake. Second, check the profile of the buyers. Usually you can tell if they have a good business or not. Also check the reviews. If the reviews seem to be very similar, then they're probably using fake accounts to do the reviews on the product. Make sure there's also protection for you, any safety nets, all that sort of stuff for the product. As we can see here, most likely a fake comment. So we got a real comment here. It's pocket-sized drone cam. It's not 8K. Also, 6 kilometers is a big lie. Arrived damaged. Drone doesn't work, and the remote won't do anything. And then we got one here. It's like super cool. Works great. Obviously, that's a fake one to put up the star rating so that it would be sold more. So you'll look out for those kind of comments. Now, when we look at Amazon and other stores, there are quite a few things that are great about it. So, for example, it comes straight from the business and warehouse, less risk of damage, refunds if it's broken or damaged, policies to protect you as a buyer, trusted sellers, and goods will be what is advertised. The cons can be the goods sometimes could arrive damaged, or the postal service could lose it. But as I said, there are policies in place for this sort of stuff, such as refunds, replacements, etc. So the good thing about stores like Amazon, Harvey Norman, Pet Barn, or anything else like that, they have a reputable business with an online site, and they protect you as a buyer. The stores have a reputation and policy to protect as well, which is why they have all this stuff in place. And this is by far the safest way to shop online. How do you avoid issues? Well, main issues are usually common errors, such as not checking if your address is correct or putting the incorrect information in. If it's damaged, make sure you always take a photo straight away and send it to customer support. Do not try to fix it yourself. And make sure you understand the policies in place for your right as a consumer. So if we go to Amazon.com, you see here that they have a policy about replacements, what's eligible, all that sort of stuff. So it's always good to read it and have an understanding of what you need to do and when you need to do a buy. So once again, this has been Chapter 9 on e-commerce. I do hope you've learned something today. And if you have any questions, please do reach out. Thank you very much.